So when these uncomfortable emotions are coming up, it's really just asking to be seen. It's asking for a space to be released. Hello, my name is Mariah. Welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, I talk all about all of the different things that help bring vibrance into women's lives. Everything from sexuality to business to relationships to emotions. We lay it all on the table here. In this video today, I'll be answering a question around what can I do in my business or in my life or in my relationship when I just feel off. This question comes from a lot of the clients that I work with and a lot of the people that I chat with over my Instagram account. And it also comes from years and years and years of feeling that way myself. Feeling like if my emotions are off, I can't present myself online. If my emotions are off, I can't do anything in my business. I can't show up in my relationship. I can't go out in the world and do something. When I was working as a server, it would be so hard to try and force myself out of that funk I was feeling to show up in my job. Over the last 6 years of doing all different kinds of embodiment work, breath work, sexual practices, self-love work, journaling, astrology work, human design work, building a business, which I think is just the ultimate soul-growing experience. What I've learned over that time is that the only way to really get around it is to go directly through it. And so my recommendation is always coming back to being present with and understanding and just really being conscious of what exactly is coming up. Notice exactly where in your body you feel guilt, or shame, or fear, or frustration, or annoyance, or a feeling of I should already be past this, or a feeling of I know better. And just notice where that's coming up in your body or where it's coming up in your mind, and then just be an observer for a bit and pay attention to what stories start forming around that. When you notice, I feel guilty for not doing my morning routine every day because I know that's the thing that helps me. I know that's the thing that just keeps me grounded and helps me feel so good. When you notice that guilt shows up, just start witnessing the stories that show up around it. Does your mind start to say, because I don't have a good morning routine and because I can't be consistent with it, I feel guilty about it. That means that I'm not a good mom, and I'm not a good friend, and I'm not a good partner, and I'm not a good business owner. And just notice these stories, because I guarantee once you start noticing and identifying those stories, you're going to be able to snap yourself out of it really quickly, because you're going to be like, it's just a story. That's not true. I have all this proof from the people around me saying that they appreciate me, that they love me, congratulating me, saying they're proud of me. This is just a thought. It's not true. And I recognize it takes practice to get to that point. It's not something that you're just gonna wake up one day and automatically get to. And a few of the tools that I find the most helpful in doing this are breath work. That's one of the biggest ones. Transformational breath work specifically. There's quite a few people online you can find who do this. One of my favorites is an app by Samantha Skelly called Pause, just P-A-U-S-E. Pause. She has a ton of different kinds of specific breathwork practices ranging between about 20 minutes and an hour. They just really help you go into different specific parts of your subconscious and change whatever's coming up in there. There are, of course, so many other types of practices that can be really, really helpful with this. I find any kind of pleasure practice with a wand or yoni egg, breast massage. You can do practices like yoga and qigong, meditation, even something as simple as going on a nature walk can really just help totally shift your perspective. And actually, another one of the biggest things that I find is so helpful when you're struggling with emotions is putting your phone in a different room, putting your laptop in a different room, or having your partner hide them, having your roommate hide them so that you can't find them, and just being fully present and noticing what comes up when I'm not distracted, because it's those things that try to come up when we're distracted that are really causing the discomfort that we're feeling when we're trying to avoid our emotions, because it's basically our body and our nervous system saying, hey, I've got this thing that is uncomfortable and I want to release it, and the way that I can release it is by being felt, by being expressed, by being witnessed, by being held, by being loved, by being safe. And then our mind is battling that, saying, no, I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to feel upset. I don't want to feel sad. I don't want to feel rage. I don't want to feel frustration. I don't want to feel these things. So your body's literally just trying to battle, saying, hey, I have a way to release this, and saying, no, I really don't want to feel this. And so when we allow ourselves to get rid of the distractions, because that's most of the time what we're doing, when those emotions come up, we go, not consciously, subconsciously, we go, ooh, I'm starting to feel this uncomfortable feeling. Let me get my phone and scroll social media because that will take me out of my mind and my body and what I'm feeling and into this la la land of just something else. Maybe I'll look at memes that'll make me laugh. Maybe I'll look at sad things that make me cry. But at least I'm not feeling my own feelings. That's kind of what's going on internally. And once we allow ourselves to feel those feelings, something else can take its place. When we talk about the word dis-ease, it's a lack of ease. That's all that it is. And this has been proven so many times in science. You know, when you really look at the root of things, when you look at the root of big diseases, it started from an emotion. It started from something that was suppressed, that was never unpacked, that was never allowed a space to exist. So it got trapped inside the body. And the body just said, okay, I guess this is what we're doing. I guess this is what we're dealing with. So the body will try and do whatever it can to get rid of that thing, which sometimes ends up looking like disease because it says, well, if I manifest in this form where they can't ignore it, where it's affecting the physical body so strongly that they have to look at it, well then they'll release it. And the body is just like, oh, I'll finally be able to release that thing. So when these uncomfortable emotions are coming up, it's really just asking to be seen. It's asking for a space to be released. So when these things are coming up, don't ignore them. Don't push them back down. Don't suffocate them. Open up and listen. You can even have a literal out loud physical conversation with your body and just say, what is this? Give me a word. Define it. What is this thing? Where is it in my body? What can I do? What do you want? You can ask that thing, what do you want? And it might say, I just want to be held. I just want to scream. I just want to sprint. I just want to punch something. I want to kick something. And just do it. Kick a pillow. Go down the road and sprint for a second. Do whatever you gotta do to get that energy moving. But just don't stuff it back down and ignore it because it will keep coming up stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And so when you're feeling stuck, when you're feeling like, oh, I can't do anything, I can't show up for my business, I can't show up for my people, for my friends, for my family because of my emotions, because of where I feel in my body, go into that instead of running away from it, instead of shying away from it. So I hope this has been a helpful video for you. If it has, please let me know by giving this video a like. It really supports the channel a lot. Leave a comment down below letting me know, just getting this conversation going. What do you find really helpful for you when you're feeling stuck emotionally? Or what things have you tried that you felt like didn't work for you that maybe you can revisit now that you have gained a bit more experience in life? Also hit that subscribe button and check out my links in the description down below. There's some free things down there for you guys that I think you're going to really find very helpful.